Alright, hello everyone. My name is Tommy Wiggins, and this is actually the first time I've ever put a video on YouTube. School's making me, so anyway, I hope I can do alright. And anyway, this is my pachachka, and well, my stuff's going immediately, but anyway. Basically, the reason I put this picture here is I'm talking about weightlifting, and it's a preconceived notion that most weightlifters are vain and doing a kind of a look like she's giving here. So that's kind of the reason that's on there. And the reason I'm sure you all know who this is. This is WWE superstar Dave Batista. I put him on here because he's one of the people I look up to the most when it comes to weightlifting, and that's kind of like a thing that really means a lot to me. Is that's the reason I'm doing my pachachka on this. And um, I mean, we had to pick something that was, other than our designated field of learning, I guess I should say. Anyway, so my other favorite thing is weightlifting. And basically, what I'm going with here is I'm trying to give everyone some tips. And, basically for beginners, because you'd basically have to write a humongous dictionary or, encyclopedia, I guess I should say, to actually name every little detail. And the reason I put all these on here is these are like some of the best, builds and best athletes, in their field, I believe. So, anyway, I guess I should get started. As you can see, I put all these tips on here. They're just basic, average for the average person. One thing you have to know is all of this changes depending on your body type, how much muscle you have. You could burn more or less calories depending on, how much muscle you have and stuff like I just stated. Anyway, there's some pretty good, basic tips for like a starter, someone that, has never really done it, or someone who's interested in losing weight but it's not sure how. So like that's kind of like how I started was, it's the reason I put this on here. Also is I wanted to help people because whenever I first started, I didn't really have anything to help me. I just, kind of read every book I could find, and so this is basically a culmination of, Flex over the years magazine, Muscle Mag, and of course the Modern Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's one of my favorites as well, and I'm surprised I didn't put him on here to tell you the truth because I really look up to him. But I was kind of on a deadline here, so anyway. But all of these tips I'm giving here, they're things to definitely try out, and there's some things I didn't get to put on here that I would have liked to, like basically, it's a mindset. You can't give up, you know. Like I've been working out, gosh, since I was like, I think I first started working out when I was 5. My real father had me lifting really early, too early, really. But anyway, so I've definitely know quite a bit about it. There's obviously people that know way more than I do. I'd still love to learn anything new. So if anybody has any tips to give me, I'm all for it. But I basically wanted to show I guess the difference on here. Like I have a lot of huge bodybuilders on here and women with like amazing physiques as well. And a lot of people are probably like, oh, you just got people that are probably taking steroids and stuff like that on here, and that's not what I meant to do here. What I meant to do was just show people, oh, these people could look like this with enough hard work. And what I meant was, I wanted to put a lot more. Like I wanted to put people with builds like Bruce Lee and stuff on here, but I was limited to the amount of slides I could put. But anyway, so none of this is a preset thing. It's just the perfect build for any specific body type. Meso, endo, ecto. Everybody's got their own type. And one of the tips I can give here too is look up to someone that you I'm sorry, I mean find someone you look up to, like that's like close to your stature. Kind of like gauge and see if their body type's like yours, and then also try to see if they're around the same height. Because if you do that, you can more closely, like Arnold likes to talk about, your mind kind of paves the way and your body follows. So what he means by that is, he said he always looked at, I think the guy's name was Reg Park. He was an old bodybuilder back then. If I'm off, my apologies. I'm actually really nervous doing this. I'm always nervous making videos though. But basically just look at someone that's really close to you and try to, imagine your body getting like them when you're working out. And see, I got some of mine on here. Basically just to show that I do know a little bit of what I'm talking about. I mean, like I said, I look nowhere near what I want to, but I came from a back surgery, and it took a lot away from me. But the doctors told me I'd never get to lift again, and that was crushing. But anyway, well, all I can really say is I hope these tips help a little bit. You can't give up. You guys got to keep going no matter what. And um, you know, you're gonna get hit a lot and maybe injuries or whatever, but you can't give up. So thank you for joining me, and I hope this is all right. Like I said, I've never done one of these before, but thank you very much, and have a good one.